Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the end of November PSA Express submission returns video with Jet Cards. So we actually had two submissions go off at the end of November. We had one for a couple of my cards and a few customers' cards. Now, the majority of those had the metal Charizards or Pikachus from the Ultra Premium collection. And as PSA has updated to say that they will no longer be grading those, they all returned ungraded and unpaid. So they've all been returned to the customers ungraded and the payments have been returned. So we didn't feel it was a good idea to do a returns video for those because it would just be ungraded, ungraded, ungraded. This is a separate submission. This was sent in to us by Lionel, and he's got 7 amazing cards here which we want to share with you and share some of the grades that he's got. As you can see from the back of this first one, it's a sports card. We've got 2 football cards in here, and we've got 5 Pokemon cards after. Some really awesome cards in here. We've also got the Pikachu on the ball, which he's sent, which is at the end here. And we've also got a couple of Neo Genesis cards. But we'll start off with this Diego Maradona. Now, this was pre-graded a 9 to a 10, and it received the 10. Which is great. Historic ticket, Diego Maradona. I don't know how many of these are actually in circulation, but I know that it's not a great deal. These are a very expensive card. And, you know, we're not extremely experienced in pre-grading these football cards, but we have been pretty on the mark with them so far. It's harder to tell whether the edges of the cards have whitening or any sort of fraying because the back of the cards in these cases are mostly white. But congratulations, Gavin, you've got your 10 Diego Maradona. The second football card here we've got is a Lionel Messi Paris Saint-Germain signed card. I believe that this is, if we flip it over, yeah, it's the star signing tops card, and this was pre-graded a 9 to a 10, and it got the 10. So another stunning card here for Gavin. 10 of 10. Star signing. Summer signings red even. Sorry, misreading the label there. So that's 2 10s straight off the bat for Gavin. Both football cards. Next, we're moving on to some Pokemon cards. Now, there's a couple Neo Genesis cards in here. They're all actually pack fresh, but a couple of them, we've had a discussion with Gavin, a couple of them had, you know, some scratches and a little bit of sort of white edges on some of them. Now, we pre-graded these. I believe this first one is, right, you know, the big hitter of the set, the Lugia, first edition, Neo Genesis. Now, we pre-graded this an 8 to a 9. The reason for that being is there is some surface scratches. It's a massive shame. It's been pulled pack fresh, but there are some surface scratches. And I believe there was a tiny bit of centering off left to right. But again, we were pretty confident this would still achieve an 8 to a 9. It actually achieved a near mint 7. Now, we've obviously, Gavin already knows his grades. A little bit unfortunate. He's not too best pleased with this. I agree it should have got higher than a 7. But nonetheless, he's got a stunning card here. And, you know, maybe in the future he might decide he wants to try and regrade it and get it pushed up to an 8, possibly a 9. It all depends on the grader on the day, unfortunately. They definitely got these 2 football cards on the mark. But I think, in my opinion, that should be a higher grade. The next one is the Metal Energy first edition. And again, this achieved a near mint 7. Again, pretty shocked about this. I mean, there's more of a hollow surface on this card in comparison to the Lugia. So there is more surface to be scratched. And again, I can kind of see, we did mention it. I think we pre-graded this a 9 still. You know, there is some surface scratching on there, and there's actually no white edge, and the centering's pretty good on this. So we're shocked that that's got a 7, but nonetheless. Lastly, this is the Slow King. Again, beautiful swirls in these cards. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I'll try and catch it in the light, but there's a lovely swirl there on the Slow King, and this actually achieved a near mint to mint 8, so slightly better than the last 2. Again, believe this was pre-graded, maybe 8 to a 9. I'll have to double check, but we pre-graded all 3 of these higher than they actually achieved. It's the first time that's actually happened. We're normally pretty on the mark with our pre-grading. If anything, we pre-grade a bit too harsh. So surface scratches, again, all these cards pack fresh, bit of surface scratching on them, but nonetheless, it's 3 absolutely stunning first edition Neo Genesis cards. Now we're on to the last 2. These are the big boys. We've got 2 Pikachu on the ball cards here. Now both of these were pre-graded 9 to a 10. We've had a look over them multiple times. They're absolutely immaculate. The first one achieved the big boy 10, Gem Mint 10. So yeah, I mean, the beauty with the Pikachu on the balls is obviously there is no holographic surface, so it's not susceptible to the holo scratching. It's mainly the things you're looking out for. These are the centering and any white edge. Now, both of these were absolutely spotless. Centering's amazing. There is no white edge, so you're going to be absolutely chuffed to know that you got the 10. Well, actually, he already does know. We've informed him before this video, but congratulations on the 10. And last but not least, a second Pikachu on the ball, which also got the Gem Mint 10. So 2, finishing it off strong, 2 massive cards, Gem Mint 10s on the Pikachus on the ball. To sum it up, we've got, out of a 7 card submission here from you, Gav, we've got 2 10s, an 8, 2 7s, and lastly 2 10s for the football cards. We're going to get these sent out today for you, Gavin. Pickups 4:30. Remember, anyone who is looking to submit with us for our future submissions, the deadline for the 14th has already passed. By the time this video goes up, it will be the 15th or the 16th. We don't have a submission on the 28th of December. We've pushed that back because we're going to have a short break over the Christmas period. Our next submission is going to be the 2nd of January 2022. So if you'd like to get sent off with us, please head over to the website. We've recently dropped our prices down to £145 per card for Express. And we've also included a couple of special offers. So if you send us 2 to 4 cards, it's £140 per card. And if you send us 5 plus, it's £135 per card. We're also going to be adding the standard service or regular service, whichever one it is that they're opening next. Once we've been able to do a rundown of the prices and PSA tell us that we can start sending on that service, we will open that as part of our regular package. So keep up to date with us on this YouTube channel. You can also keep up to date with us on our Instagram and our Facebook pages, and also on the website. All right, we'll catch you in the next video. Thank you.